So, okay, so on today's session on social media marketing, we will move forward to our next topic, and our next topic is setting social media goals. Any marketing campaign you will run on digital platform or digital channels will start from setting up your goals or setting up your parameters. Either you are running a Google advertisements or PPC advertising, or even if you're writing a blog, or if you are even creating a website or mobile application, everything start with a setting up a goal. And where there is setting up a goal, there is a KPI, key performance indicator. So what kind of goal we need to set up on our social media marketing strategies, and what are the important KPIs related to those goals that you will learn on today's lecture. So let's start with first thing, KPIs. So you already know what is KPI. We covered this topic so many times, and you will use this topic a lot in this course. For every module you will learn, this term will appear. KPI. KPI means key performance indicator, and it is a quantitable. That means you can measure it in a quantity numbers. So it is a quantitable measure used to evaluate the success of an organization, employee, or project in meeting objective for their performance. So what exactly KPI means? It's a quantitative measure number to measure the success of your marketing campaign you are running. For example, if your goal is generating website traffic, or if your goal is generating brand awareness, so your KPI will be website traffic, and how much website traffic that you will mention there. Ki I will generate 1,000 website traffic in 1 week or 1 month. So basically KPI is a quantitable measure to measure the success of your marketing campaign, or whenever you set up a goal, how you will actually find out that your goal is actually completing or succeeding. KPI will help you with that. So if any company, any marketing campaign don't have a KPI, you will not able to succeed or generate revenue for your company. Now, in social media marketing, there are four major KPIs. KPIs always change, depend upon business and product category. But the four main type of KPIs you will work on, or you will set up on your social media marketing campaign are reach, number two engagement, number three return of investment, and number four retention and loyalty. So these are the four main KPIs on social media marketing. There are others also KPI available on social media marketing, depend upon for different businesses and different project category. So one by one we will learn about these KPIs, and we will start with reach KPI. What actually reach KPI means? So reach KPI have 4 points. Number one, follower counts. How many individual followers your social media channel have? If you have social media profile of your business on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, or Snapchat, how many follower you have? That will come into the reach part. Second thing, impression. How often your content is viewed. Every time your advertisement or every time your organic post appears on someone's wall or someone's feed, it will count as an impression. So how many times your advertisement or post is appearing on someone's wall means impression. That also come into the reach KPI. Number third is mention. How many times your brand is mentioned across channels, social media channels. So lot of the time people tag brands social media handle on comment box, or maybe if they want to communicate with the brand with from their tweets or from their post, they mention them on the caption part. It will also come into the reach part. And last one is share of voice. How many people are talking about your brand? That means how many people are discussing about your brand on social media, or on their stories, or on their videos. So whenever you are setting up a goal, and your goal is creating brand awareness and reach, these are the KPI you will set for your marketing campaign. Let's say you started a new business, and Your goal is creating brand awareness and penetrating into the market. How you will measure the success of your marketing campaign? Ki actually your brand awareness campaign is succeeding or not. You will see how many numbers of followers you have reached, how many impressions you have generated, how many people are mentioning you, or how many people are talking about you. And we are mentioning it in quantity number. It's not like that ki you will just see, oh, our reach is increasing from last month, our impression is increasing. You will set an actual number there. For example, let's say you generated followers around 1,000 last month. So you will set a KPI ki in the month of July, I will get followers around 1,500. That means 500 more than last month. And then at the end of the month, you will check your KPI. Actually, you have reached to 1,500 followers or not. That will tell you ki the campaign you were running earlier for brand awareness or for to increase the followers on your social media handles, it actually working or not. So these are the KPI you will set when your goal is reached. Now come to the second goal, because reach goal comes into the buyer's journey of awareness. When we are in the awareness journey or creating content for awareness journey, the KPI are followers, impressions, or mentions, or share of voice. Now the engagement, that is the second part of sales funnel or second part of buyer journey, that is consideration. In this one, the content you are creating, how many people are engaging with your content on social media handles, and what are the engagement is your goal, what will be your KPI, how many like or favorites you are getting on your content. Maybe you are updating a Instagram picture, so how many favorites or likes you got from there, how many people saved your content, how many people like your content. Same thing on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Comment, direct engagement with your content, that is one of the most important KPI. Remember that whenever we are posting on social media handles, uh, the Instagram algorithm and other social media algorithm favors those content which are generating engagement in comment or share or in save post. So if your content is getting lot of comments, and if your content is getting lots of save it to letter, or if your content is getting lots of messages, then Instagram, Facebook, or any other social media will start giving you extra reach or viral reach to your content. That's why most of the influencers or those who are creating content on social media handles use a tag on their images or videos, or maybe on the text. What do you think about our content? Reply on the comment box. So they're actually not interested about what you are thinking. Actually, they are interested about what you are thinking, but not that much. They want you to engage with their content. Maybe a bad review or a good review. Just engage with the content. So at least the algorithm give you a good reach of your organic or the paid content you are publishing on social media handles. So it is a related KPI on engagement part, the comment one. Next one is sharing and retweeting. How many people are sharing your content on social media handles, on their wall, on their stories, or how many are retweeting your tweet on Twitter? It also an example of an engagement KPI. Last one, rating and reviews. Rating and reviews also build online reputation. So after buying your products, how many people are rating and reviewing you? Especially on Facebook and those social media handles which collect reviews. Facebook page collect reviews. So how many people are actually rating your product or reviewing you on those social media pages or profiles is also an engagement KPI. And last one is inbound website link. All the pages you have created. I ask you guys to create pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. If you remember, there is a tab and you can create that tab or call to action button to visit website. And you can divert traffic from social media handle to your website. It's also a part of engagement. So if someone visiting your social media handles and clicking on that call to action button to visit website and reaching to your website, it also engagement. So now if you set a KPI, if you set a goal of engagement, what are the KPI you will set? How many likes, comment, share, reviews, and inbound website link you have generated from your marketing campaign or your organic post. That is the second goal and second KPI of that goal. Third one is return of investment. That means the campaign you are running should have a name, because the goal you have set, but what you want to achieve with that goal. You want to achieve direct sales revenue. That means if you have an e-commerce website and you want to sell product directly from your website, or you want a lead conversion, you want to generate leads and convert into a sale. You want support cost per customer. That means you like Twitter, if you are using Twitter for customer support, so how much money you are spending to resolve one query. So that is also return of investment. And lifetime value, the lifetime value you are generating from your content or from social media handles. So these are the part of your return of investment KPI. If your KPI is return of investment, you want to increase your return of investment. So how you can measure your return of investment is increasing? If your sales revenue is increasing, directly means your return of investment is increasing. If your lead conversion is increasing, directly means your ROI is increasing. If your support cost per customer increasing, that means your ROI increasing. And lifetime value increasing, that means ROI increasing. So that is a third goal and third KPI related to that goal. Now come to the last one, retention and loyalty. That is the most of the important one. Why? Because when your business will start getting old, 1 year, 2 year, you will find out that 60 to 70% of your revenue is coming from the customers who already engage and buy product from you. That means customer coming again to you and buying a product again from you. 60 to 70% times that happen. So that means retention and loyalty is really important for your brand. So if you want to set a retention and loyalty goal, so your KPI will be how you will measure कि customers are loyal towards your brand and they will come and buy a product from you again. How you will measure it? Review and rating. If they are reviewing you, that means they are actually interested in your content and interested in your brand. Most of the time, if they are not reviewing you, that means they are not interested into your brand. They are interested into the product. They buy the product and now they don't want to interact with you. So if they are reviewing the content or rating it, that means you are actually, your goal is actually succeeding. Issue resolved. Everyone, every social media handle also work as a customer support or customer engagement too. So if you are issues are resolved of the customers, it also part of retention and loyalty, because if their issue resolved, they will come back to you. If their issue is not resolved, they will go back to other brand. Service level agreement, time resolution, customer satisfaction, sentiment. It's all about customer engagement and customer support, and providing all the answer to customer query and resolving all their problems and the queries or the things they are facing with their product or the company. So if you are resolving everything, so that means they will be loyal and come to you again to buy a product from your company or to enroll for a service you are providing them. So to measure the retention and loyalty goal, these are the KPI you will set. Before creating any marketing campaign on any platform of digital media or any platform of social media, first you will set up a goal and then you will set up a KPI. Now you all created the social media pages. Now think about what is your goal from that social media handle. You created social media profiles. Now what do you want to achieve with that profile or channel? What is your goal? You want to create brand awareness, you want to create more sale, you want to create engagement, you want to create ROI or retention loyalty. Once you set up your goal, then set up a KPI. Now let's come to the best tool which you can use for social media marketing strategy. Once you set up a goal and set up a KPI, to run a social media marketing campaign, you need a tool. Same like you need a tool for website creation, same like you need a tool for blogging, same like a tool you need for email marketing campaign. Once you set up a goal and set up a related KPI, now you should look for a tool. Which tool you will use to create the content and publish the content. So Tools are divided into few categories. Number one category is social listening. In this one, in these kind of tools, review, comments and mention, follow conversation about your brand, watch hashtag, keep track of influencer, customers and prospect. So the social listening tools help you to review the comment and mention those people who are commenting on your post and those people who are mentioning you on their pictures or on their caption. You can find out from that tool. Also, lots of people do conversation about your brand because your brand is small, so you don't know. But the big brands like Zomato, Amazon, Flipkart, every time, every single minute, someone is talking about those brands on social media handles. Maybe they are talking good, maybe they are talking bad. So how you can follow up those conversation and how you can become the part of those conversation is a part of social listening, and the tools you will use on that will be the social listening tool. Watch hashtag. Hashtag is a really important part of social media marketing campaign. Every single social media channel follow hashtag. Either Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, all work on hashtags. And hashtag can also give you a unique reach to reach to your targeted audiences. So what kind of hashtag you should follow, what kind of hashtag you should use on your post, and what kind of hashtag you will set for your company, and what if your audience is using your company hashtag to find out what kind of conversation they are doing on that hashtag. You need a tools for that. It will come into social listening tools. And the last one is keeping track of influencers, customers and prospect. So customer and prospect, so you all know that it's really important to track them. But influencer marketing is really growing, and with every year passing, influencer marketing is growing rapidly, especially in the channels like Instagram and YouTube. And companies have now started connecting with those influencers. It doesn't matter if they have micro influencers or mega influencers, they are connecting with them and they are asking them to promote the content. So you also need some tool where you can find out about those influencers which are related to your industry and which can help you to get a good reach and reach to a targeted audiences. Even about your customers, where customers are active, what kind of demographics they have, what kind of interest they have, everything will come into the social listening tools. So these are the first type of tools you will require for your social media marketing strategy. That means interacting with the audience and being a part of a conversation or watching hashtags. So these are the some tools which you can use for your social media marketing, listening, and some of the tools are free, some of the tools are paid, and all the tools are work in the same way. And if you go to find a really good tool of social media marketing, so you will not able to pick one. There are lots of tools there. There are more than hundreds of good social media marketing tools. Same like email marketing or website creation. On a website, you have tools like WordPress, Wix, GoDaddy, Hostlinger, Shopify, WooCommerce. In email marketing, you have tools like Salesforce, MailChimp, ConvertKit, Wix. Same like on social media marketing, you have tools like TalkWalker, Mention, Sprout Social, NetBase, BrandWatch, AgroPlus, HubSpot, HotSuite. So there are lots of tools available. You can pick any tool, depend upon your marketing budget and what kind of feature you are looking in a tool. The most famous tool which most of the companies and social media marketers use are Sprout Social, HubSpot, Mention, HotSuite. So these are the four tools most of the social media marketers use: HotSuite, HubSpot, Mention, and Sprout Social. All the tools work in the same way. Now, these are other tools like TweetDeck, Hashtagify, Google Alert, and Social Mention. So these all are related to social media listening. That means interacting with your customer, being a part of conversation, finding out about what your customers are doing and their information about influencers or watching hashtags and what people are tweeting. So these tools you can use like TweetDeck. TweetDeck is a tool which you will use to find out what is a current trending topic people are tweeting on which are related to your business category. Google Alerts. Google Alerts send you emails every time the topic you have picked start trending on internet and what people are talking about that topic. Like on, I will go to Google Alert and set up an alert for digital marketing. So whenever people are talking about digital marketing, any related topic, they will send me an email and I will start creating content on that topic. Hashtagify will help you to find, analyze, and amplify the hashtag and the reach of your content with the help of hashtag. So these are the tools you should know you will use for social listening. Now, come to the second type of tools. The second type of tool you will use will be publishing and community management. So on the listening one, you are observing your audiences and you being a part of the conversation. In the publishing content, you will create the content and you will publish the content on those handles, like managing multiple social media accounts. Like I ask you to create account on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. But most of the companies also have account on Pinterest, Snapchat, and other media accounts. Now imagine creating a content and manually publishing the content on every single platform, same content with same caption. It will take more time. So these publishing tools help you to manage and integrate all the social media channels you are maintaining under one platform. That means you will post one time and all the content will publish on every single platform. It will get published on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Snapchat, Google My Business, or any other platform. It will get published on every single platform. So these are the publishing community management tools. Second one, scheduling content. Social media marketing is also about being consistent. It's not like that you are creating content when you need the content. You have to regularly create the content and follow a social media calendar. That means you will create content once in a day, maybe 2 to 3 times in a day, maybe every alternative day, but you will post content regularly. And let's say you have lots of job responsibility other than publishing. It's not all that you will publish the content your working hours. So what you will do, you will create a lot of content one day and then you will schedule them for different days on a specific time, especially on the holidays and special occasions. So these tools also provide you feature to schedule your post for future on a specific time. Now, last one is cloning post for resharing. Do you want to create a copy of your post or you want to create a new content? These tools also provide you these features. And last one, managing multiple users. When you work in a social media marketing domain, it will not only the you who will create the content, who will publish the content. There will be lots of people. Number one will be the content creator or graphic designer. Second one will be the editor. Third one will be the publisher. Fourth one will be the analytic. And fifth one will be your manager. So there will be a 5% on a single account you are managing. So there are multiple persons who are using same account. So these tools provide you access of multiple users. Multiple users can use the same account and check the content progress. It is on the pending, review, or publish, or succeed campaign. So these are the publishing and community management things you need to do on your social media marketing strategy. And for that, you need some tools. What are the tools you can use in that? Zoho, Octopost, AgroPlus, Hotspot, Hotsuite, StatusView, Loomly, Sprout Social, Likeable, Hub. So some of the tools you have seen here already you have seen on the listening part too, because those tools provide both features. Some of the tools don't provide both features like Hashtagify or Google Alerts, but other tools provide both features, publishing the content as well as social listening. Again, the famous tools are Hotsuite, Sprout Social, HubSpot, Buffer. Buffer is one of the most important and most famous one because it is cheaper than Sprout Social. Other tools which you need for cloning and content creation are like Canva, Snappa, Stencil, PictoChart, Infogram, Maybe you want to create an infographic image for your social media content marketing, because in the content marketing section you learned about infographic content marketing. So if you want to create infographic, you have infogram and pictochart. Then you have also other type of to create creative elements or creating content on social media handle, Unsplash, Pixabay, Pixels, and Nappy. So all those tools you can try one by one and pick one or two tools for your social media marketing strategy, and try to pick the tool which provide you both feature, the listening one and the publishing and community management one. Now I have shown you more around 40 to 50 tools related to listening and publishing and content management. Now, how you will choose a right tool for your business or for your content marketing or social media marketing? So the best way to choose a right tool for your business or for social media marketing is writing down the top 25 important features you need on that tool. For example, I will write the first thing I need from a social media marketing tool to create the media based content. The second thing I need from a social media marketing tool is publishing the content or scheduling the content for future. Third thing I need in a social media marketing tool is managing multiple accounts from one point. That means I can post at one time on all social media platforms, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. Other thing I need, uh, being a part of the conversations, finding about the hashtag, finding about the engagement, like, share, click-through rate, these kind of features. So I will note down all 25 or 20 or 15 points or important feature I need in a social media marketing tool which can help me on social media marketing. After that, I will review the list and mark 5 top feature. The top feature 5 you need on your social media marketing tool, and then you will compare both lists and find out what tool is providing you most feature, and the tool which is providing the most feature, you will go with that. If you ask my personal recommendation, I will tell you go for Hotsuite or Sprout Social or Buffer. These are the 3 best tools you will find on social media marketing campaigns for social media listening and publishing the content. Now, after setting up your goal and related KPI, and then picking up a right tool for your social media marketing campaigns, the next thing is developing a budget. Why you need to develop a budget? Because organic reach is down. If someone is saying you in digital marketing you can get a viral reach or you can get an organic reach without paying any money, then 99% they are lying to you. They are making fool of you. Organic is almost a myth, whether it's about its search engine optimization or in social media marketing. Organic reach is really rare. To get organic reach, you need a team, a really big team, which will create lots of genuine content, a good quality content. And the same thing, the money you will spend on the salaries and the tools to create high quality content, the same amount of money you can spend on advertisement or less than that, and you can generate lots of revenue from there. So rarely any brand is generating any lead or sale or conversion from organic reach. Everyone is doing the paid advertisement. Even the videos you watch on YouTube from the influencers or from the music industry or from the music promos or movies promos or stand-up comedy, you think they are creating really good content and they are getting a viral reach and they are becoming popular. No, actually they are creating good content as well. On the same time, they're also advertising the same content on different platforms to get more reach. And there is no YouTube influencer or Instagram influencer who is generating organic reach. They are promoting their content. Organic reach is once in a while, will happen once in a blue moon, once in a 4 to 5 months. And you can't depend upon on one successful marketing campaign. You need every week one successful marketing campaign. That's why you need to set up a budget. And that's the 4th step of your social media marketing campaign after setting up goal, KPI, And the tool, fourth thing, you need a budget. So related to your KPIs and your goal and the tool you will choose, you will pick a budget for your marketing campaign. And when you are planning the budget of your marketing campaign, these are the questions you will ask from yourself or from your team before providing a proper budget. Now let's say as a social media marketer, there will lots of company will come to you and they will ask you ki, we want you to handle our social media profiles, or we want you to create advertisement on social media handles, and they will ask you what you will charge or what it will cost. And as a beginner, you don't have any idea ki how much you should charge them and what is the right amount you should ask them for managing their social media handles or running advertisement on social media handles. So how you can actually find out ki what kind of campaign budget you will tell them ki this is the budget you have to invest on your social media handle, or this is the amount I will charge. So asking those questions from your team or from yourself or from your client will help you to create a marketing budget for social media marketing strategy. The question, what social content do you need to create? And now we will go back to content marketing. Content marketing has 6 types of content, if you remember that. Number 1 content was blog, video, infographic, and there was a podcast. There was one more, I am just forgetting that name. So there are lots of type of content. So choosing the right content you want to create. If you want to create video based content, then you need someone who can do a video editing and create high definition videos. If you want to use podcast or audio advertisement on YouTube or Spotify, then you need someone who can create those kind of audio content. If you want to create some kind of infographic, you need someone who have a knowledge of create infographic. If you need some creative image and poster, you need someone who have a knowledge of a graphic designing. So first you need to ask what kind of content you need to create. Second, do you need to hire any freelancer or digital social or ad agency? This question you will ask as a business owner or as a digital marketing freelancer. Ki not everyone is good in content marketing or video creation. That is about the creativity part. So obviously when you are handling someone's social media profiles or running advertisement, so you need a really good content, and that content consists an image or a video with a headline and a caption. So you need a copywriter or a graphic designer or a video editor. Unless you are good in that, then you don't need it. So if you need that, it will become a part of your marketing campaign budget. What's your ideal mix of organic and paid advertising? How many times you will organically post on your content and how many times you will advertise on your social media handle? Because organically, there is investment only in the content part and the tool part, but in the paid advertising, you have to pay money to Facebook too, plus GST extra. So that will also affect your marketing budget, because advertising budget will also add on your marketing budget. How much advertising do you think you will require? How much? That means how many leads you need, how much revenue you need. That will decide your marketing budget. If you need 10 leads, then your marketing budget will be around 200 to 300 rupees per day. Are you considering paying any influencer any money? Because influencer marketing is really popular in social media marketing, and a lot of the brands collaborate with influencers, and you have to pay them. So if you need to pay them, you have to set a budget aside and add the budget to the marketing campaign. Last one, do you have the right staffing for your plan? As I told you, social media marketing campaign is not a 1% job. It's 4 to 5% involved in it. Most of the time, more than that. So more the employee you will hire, more the intern you will hire, more the freelancer you will hire, will increase your budget. Which service and tool you will require? Obviously, you need a tool. Not all tools are free. Okay, you want to use Facebook and Instagram, then Facebook is providing you a free tool like Creator Studio and Facebook Business Suite. But to manage LinkedIn and other social media handles like Twitter, you need a tool like Sprout Social or Buffer or Hotsuite. So you need to buy a premium plan of that tool. The last one, how much they will cost. The tool you are buying, how much they cost monthly or yearly will be a part of your marketing budget. So after asking all those questions from you or from your team member or from your client, you will decide the marketing budget for your advertising campaign or paid campaign or organic campaign. So now you have a goal. Let's say your goal is lead generation, your KPI, which will be measured by the number of lead you have generated successfully. The third one, you need a tool. Let's say I have a tool and my tool name is Facebook Ad Manager, LinkedIn Campaign Manager, and Buffer. The last thing, I need a marketing budget. Let's say my marketing budget is 15,000 rupees plus GST every month. So now I have complete 4 points or 4 tasks on social media marketing strategy. So this is all about social media marketing strategy. Now, this is the next topic which we'll cover tomorrow. Now, come back to our previous topic, the topic we have discussed today, or the topic we have discussed yesterday. I asked you guys to create a social media pages, and I asked you guys to pick a right platform for your business which you can think which can help you to reach your targeted audiences. Now, I will ask you one by one, what is your business and what is your buyer's persona and what is the platform and what is the type of content you can think you can target to your audiences. Okay, so let's start with alphabetic orders, and I will start with Ashik.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Ashik.
Yeah, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, okay. So my business is about selling the t-shirt and apparels.
Hmm.
So the social media platform that I'll be using is Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Okay.
And the content that I'll be focusing is like I'll be posting on the new arrivals and the offers, and also like I have an idea of customizing the t-shirt, so I'll be posting a video or related photos on that in the social media platform.
Okay. Good.
And
So,
that's it, sir. Yeah.
what you guys have to do now, you have to keep working on the profiles you have created for your businesses. If you created the social media pages for your company, start working on those, like managing and optimizing your social media profile, updating the content regularly, and getting familiar with the feature those pages and the accounts are providing you. Because once we go to the advertisement part, these kind of things really matter. You should know what kind of feature you need to add and what are the elements they are providing you. Okay. Hello, Ayush.
Yes, sir. So, my business is furnishing items, basically bed sheets and quilts and everything. So, my buyers persona will be target customers will be females and married, especially, and the age group will be from 30 to 50. And the target social media platform will be Facebook first and then Instagram, because this age group use Facebook more than Instagram. So Facebook will be a better platform, I believe. And content wise also, I think pictures will work, but more than pictures, video content will work, as I researched a bit. So in Facebook, mostly people are doing, they are opening the bed sheets and showing in the video like the whole
Hmm.
picture and explaining about its quality and everything. So it works a lot. Getting live on Facebook is also a trend nowadays, selling the items on Facebook. So yeah, Facebook
Yeah.
will be a better platform than Instagram.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
What about you, Jaram?
Hello, sir. I can be,
Hello.
yes, I can be Facebook and Instagram, YouTube. I can be regularly content generating. I can be reach for brand loyalty and then for women's audiences. I can be those things I can be do, not for men's only see on content, not a women's. I can
Okay.
be some more I can be sales or do on my page, not a conversion of more. It is for little bit. See on more reels and 12K for view on reels, and then followers on 700 followers only. Then almost organic reach also very well, and 12.2K that like on view on insights. But on men's only, not a women's. For 26 only the women's, 78 is men's.
Okay. What about you, Legan?
I have not done.
See, I'm asking you if you want to create a social media page for your business, uh, what should be the audience you will target, and what is the type of content you will create, and what is the platform you will choose. Let's say you have a business. Imagine you will plan a business in near future. Any business you are planning in your future. What is the platform you will choose to promote that business on social media?
Instagram and Facebook.
What is the business you are planning in near future, or business you are thinking about right now? Legan, I'm audible to you.
Yes, sir.
What is the business you are thinking right now? The name of the business you want to do in near future.
So selling phones and laptops.
Okay. Okay, I will come back to you later. Okay. Priyanka.
Sir, I wish to write blogs, so I will target Facebook, people from Facebook, and maybe Twitter as well, but my main focus will be Facebook.
Okay. In the blogging part, you can also, if you're writing educational content, you can target LinkedIn too. Because lots of companies share their blogs on LinkedIn and Facebook. Like 60 to 70% of people consume the news, and the news came from the articles they share on Facebook and LinkedIn profiles.
Okay, sir.
What about you, Pragati?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
What is the
I'll
business
use
you are planning, and what is the platform and the buyer persona?
yes, sir. My business is eyewear,
Hmm.
everything like prescription eyewear, sunglasses, contact lenses, and everything.
Hmm.
So my preference will be Facebook and Instagram because I have to target the audience, which are children, adult, and old people. So for like mostly old people, they use Facebook. So I can target that old people on Facebook. And for the youth and for some adult people, I can use the Instagram, and I can advertise it by taking influencers' help of different and trendy ideas.
Okay. See, when you are targeting youth, especially, you should also focus on Snapchat too. Snapchat
Yeah,
is
yes, so
really popular
Snapchat
in
too.
India,
Sorry. Yes, yes, yes.
especially in the age group of 16 to 24. And there are lots of audience there. And Snapchat
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
comes first with the stories, first come with those kind of filters, and that's why they have lots of audience available there, especially in the youth section. So you can target that too. And the
Yes.
second thing, all the businesses you all are doing, you can also promote them with the YouTube, because video marketing is the future. Right now, the content on internet available is video content is around 78%. In next coming years, at least 20 of video content. So people hear lots of video of video content in future on product services. All targeted audiences. The second blog, you can create a video blog. there are lots of bloggers who are writing blogs. They are also creating video blogs on lots of the companies who are providing e-commerce product like electronics, makeup, or dresses, or any other. They are doing review and first look these videos also for YouTube too, for videos reviews or create video blog to even the advertise. Okay, and hello Parnavi.
So your voice is breaking.
Now I'm audible.
Now
Yeah.
it's better, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was saying earlier, try to focus on YouTube too, because video marketing is future. Right now, the share of video marketing content is 78%, but in next coming 3 years, it will go up to 82 or 83%. So try to create video blog, or maybe review the product on YouTube videos, or try video-based advertisement of 15-second advertisement, HD video advertisement, or graphical advertisement of video for promoting your content and services. That if you see earlier where the channels were focusing on the text-based content, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, they are also now shifting toward the video-based content. Now every channel on social media have a story section. Even LinkedIn is came up with the story section. All the social media handles are now providing you to upload the videos and poster too. So video based and media based type of content is future. So focus on YouTube more and try to create video based content for your audiences to sell your product and services, because video based content is more engaging as compared to the audio based content. And that I will come to in the latter part of this third topic, which we'll cover tomorrow. Why video based content is better than the other type of content, or why you should choose video based marketing campaigns and channels. Okay, Parnavi, you are the last. Now tell me what is your business and targeted audiences and the platform you will choose.
Sir, I'm doing bakery business, and the social media platforms I'll choose is Instagram and Facebook to provide offers, products, and the services we provide, so that I can create brand awareness and advertising.
Okay. Okay, that's great. So now the next task for you is the pages you created on different social media handles, optimizing those pages with your business details, as well as you have to create a social media marketing strategy. And that social media marketing strategy will start with setting up goal. Second, the related KPI. Third, the tool you will use. And the fourth, the budget. And the fifth, the type of content you will create. So you will create a proper sheet in Excel or spreadsheet, and you will make 4 to 5 columns there, and you will create different type of campaign. Write down all the different type of campaign. This is my campaign name, or this is my goal. This is the KPI I want to measure, and this is the type of content I will publish. This is the tool I will use to create that content. This is the budget I want to, or I think I can spend on that marketing campaign. So that thing you have to complete on for your business. The business you are picking or working on, you will create a proper spreadsheet or Excel sheet on your social media marketing strategy, and it will start from the goal and it will end to the budget part. Everything you will mention there. This is, and your goal will be divided into 3 categories. Number 1, the awareness purpose. Second one, the consideration purpose, and the third one, the decision purpose. Because for every type of buyer journey, the content will be totally different. The channel will also be totally different, and the audience that you are targeting will also be totally different. So on tomorrow, come up with a normal sheet and show me that sheet you have created on your social media marketing strategy. Now, I receive 1-2 questions from Legan and other ones. They need to know how to create the pages on social media handle. They don't have any idea how to create the pages. So to create pages on any social media handle is really easy. For example, if you want to create a page on Facebook, just open your Facebook profile like this and click here on this page section.
So screen is not visible, sir.
Yeah. So open your Facebook and click here on this page section like this and click here on create a new page in this section. So these are the page I am managing, and click here on this page, create a new page and type your page name, and the page name will be the same which is your business name and which is your website name. For example, if my website name is Fresh Bakery, so my business name is Fresh Bakery, so my page name also will be Fresh Bakery. Then the category, right category you will choose from here. So this is a food category, so I will type here food and drinks. That will be my category from here. So you will choose the category and then you will type the description about your company, what you do in your business, what is your history, everything. You will write a brief history within a few words, and after that you will click here on create a page and your page will be created. Once you will create your page, what you have to do, you have to optimize the pages. Let me type here anything, and or I will type here or create the page like this. Give it a 1 second. So page is created. Now optimizing your social media profiles means providing all the related information related to your products, services and businesses. And first thing, start with a image, a profile picture, which will be your company logo. So if you have a company logo, you will upload your company logo here. Then a cover photo. The cover photo will be with your name, your phone number, your website addresses, and the feature product you providing. In the cover image, you will not only mention your name or logo sign, you will also mention your website, your phone number, your email ID, and the feature product you are providing, and you will upload your cover photo from here. Once you will do that, upload all the pictures, you will go back to the Instagram and create an Instagram business account. To creating an Instagram business account is really easy. Go to Instagram, type the email, sign up with your email ID and your phone numbers or the password, and then convert your Instagram into business account. They will ask you, if you go to account setting option, they will ask you, do you want to use a creator account or personal account or professional account? Choose the third one, the professional one. Professional one means for those who want to create account for businesses. Those who want to become an influencer, they will choose the creator one. So choose the business account, and once you create the business account, they will ask you to provide the description of your business, the website, your username, your company logo, upload everything. And then what you will do, you will connect your Instagram with your Facebook page, because Instagram and Facebook both are owned by the same company. So now what you can do, you can actually connect your Instagram with the Facebook, and you can post on one platform and it will post automatically on any other platform of Facebook owned, like Instagram. So let's say this is a Facebook page. How you will connect your Instagram profile to your Facebook page? It's really simple. Because the Facebook page we are creating, you will mention your phone number here. If you want to connect your WhatsApp with the Facebook page, you can connect it from here. Let me leave this section from here. The next step of optimizing your Facebook page is creating a call to action button, which will help you to calculate your engagement KPI. And you can create a call to action button like visiting a website or signing up or any other. So most of the time we use a call to action button of visiting the website. So I can choose a learn more or a contact us button and mention the website there. If you are not okay with these call to action button, you can choose a book now, start order now, follow now, any call to action button you want to use. Then you need to add information in the about section. There is an about section here. You will fill all the information in the about section. Then your profile will be optimized. Remember, when people search the pages of brands or products on the search bar here on Facebook or on the Google, the websites or the pages which are optimized comes on the first page. If your website or the page is not optimized, if your Facebook page or Instagram profile or LinkedIn profile is not optimized, and optimizing means the image, the username, the cover photo, the about us section, your visiting hours, your website, your phone number, your email address, description, additional description, everything. If it is not mentioned here, then your page will rank below and you will not appear on the first top ranking. And if you don't appear on the first top ranking, you are losing customers every single second. Now let back come to the Instagram part. Once you create the profile on Instagram, the business profile, you will choose this, go to the setting option and click here on the Instagram section like this. And here you will click here on connect like this and type your Instagram username or the password you choose to create the Instagram profile. And once you do that, your Instagram and your Facebook business accounts will be collaborative with each other. Now you don't need to worry about, you can maintain both profiles, Instagram and Facebook, from one tool, and that tool is Facebook Business Suite. Or you can also maintain it from here too. You can also attach your WhatsApp from here too. So that you have to do on the accounts you are created. The pages you have created on Facebook and Instagram, optimize them with all the details and the images and the content, and connect your WhatsApp and Instagram with your with each other. Now come to the third one, LinkedIn. LinkedIn you also learn in this social media marketing course. So LinkedIn is a professional social media marketing platform. So to create a LinkedIn, you have to do the same thing. First, you need to create account on LinkedIn. And once you create account on LinkedIn, you need to create a page, a business page on LinkedIn, because you can't advertise on your personal account. To advertise, you need a page. Now on Facebook and Instagram, you can create page from the application or from your mobile devices. But on LinkedIn, it is not possible. If you want to create account on LinkedIn, if you want to create a page on LinkedIn, you have to log in with your laptop. It is not possible to create account from the mobile devices, the page from the mobile devices. Once you log in with your laptop, you will click here on this work option like this and click here on this create a company page like this. Now LinkedIn is a professional social media platform, so they will give you option to choose a page you want to create. For small businesses, if you have less than 200 employees, large businesses if you have more than 200 employees, school and institutions. And the third one is showcase. That means a sub page. If you have a business, a e-commerce business, and you want to create a separate page for a separate product, then you will create a showcase page or a sub page. So let's say you are creating a page for just for small business, so you will choose in this one like this. And same thing you did on Instagram or Facebook, you will do here. You will name here your company like this, your website if you don't have, leave it blank, your company size, a company industry, let's say food and beverages, company size. Now LinkedIn asks you lots of professional information about your company, because the targeting on LinkedIn is totally different. When we run advertisement on LinkedIn, you will find out the targeting here is totally different. So there are lots of information like what industry are you from, how many employees you have, what kind of company you have, public, employed, private, sole proprietorship. So you will mention everything here like this, and you will type your tagline within a 120 words here, and click here on verify option and click here on create page. And same thing you will did with the Facebook profile. You will upload an image, cover photo, call to action button, about us section, and then start optimizing the page with the content and other media based content or blogs you are publishing on other website or any other channel. So unless you optimize your pages and your profiles are 100% completed, you will not able to generate any revenue or any ranking on the search system. 90% revenue, sales, lead or engagement comes when people search us. because when they need something from us, they search us. If you need to buy a cake, you go to Google and type where to buy a cake. If you want to know a recipe to cook a cake, you will go to YouTube or Instagram or Facebook to watch a video. You will type on the search bar, and you want that your videos and your content appear on the first ranking or second ranking. That will only happen when you have fully optimized profile there. So I'm again repeating that what you have to do again here, you have to create a fully optimized profile for your business. So all the 3 pages I ask you to create on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, you will create them with the business name you are planning to launch in near future. Then you will optimize them with all the text-based and media-based information, all the contact information, and the call to action button. If you don't have website, choose a different type of a call to action button like call now or message now or email now, these kind of button. But create a fully optimized profile for all those social media handles, because in near coming days we will use those pages to run advertisements or to create content and target our audiences to sell our product and services and to generate revenue for our company. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt, any question anyone have?